Well, hello, fellow diamond painters. TP Crazy Lady here. It's 3:42 p.m. It is the 6th. It's a Sunday, and it's April 2025. I thought I'd go ahead and get you up to date on what I decided to paint. I laid out the three. I showed my daughter, and I said, if you were going to diamond paint one of these, which she doesn't do those types, but if you were going to do one of those, which one would you do? And she looked at them and she picked the one she liked. So that is the one that I am painting, and here it is. Cottage by the Sea. Okay, so that is the one is 29.1 by 21.6 inches, 74 centimeter by 55 centimeter, and there's a motorcycle. Egads. 43 colors, and there are 2 ABs. So, this is my Chuck Pinson that I'm working on. This is what I have accomplished so far. This little corner. I did use, to start out with, I used my metal square ruler that I've had for a long time, just to get started, to keep them even. The second section, I didn't like how it lined up with them, so I just went ahead and did them freehand. And they're turning out pretty good. These drills, these idiots. And that's more than likely the manager of the park with those dang motorcycles. Anyhow, I didn't like how it matched up. So, like I said, I did this freehand. And that's going to be a bird here. So these are really lining up really pretty good. I know this is an older kit, and it seems that their older drills seem to be better than their newer ones. I don't know. But this is with the light off. I will show you what it looks like with the light on. And it still doesn't look too bad. Sometimes, you have the light on and it looks bad. But there's with the light on. And it's still, they are, matching up really pretty tight, which I am constantly straightening anyway. But they're all going on straight. They're tight. So it works. This one will probably take me quite a while, being that squares usually do take me longer. But I thought I would at least come on here, and now you can see which Chuck Pinson I picked. Now, since I'm doing a large one, I'm hoping to get it done before the end of the month, but I can't guarantee that. I'll be working on, a smaller, rounds after this. I'll do a square, and then I'll do 3 or 4 rounds, or 2 or 3 rounds, and then I'll go back to a square. Because I'd like to get to finish up, or to get done with a lot of the diamond arts that I do have. They're large, and at least it keeps my mind occupied. Today, we're going to have just a salad and a cup of soup for dinner. That's all I feel like I want to eat. I don't know if some of you have pets. I haven't heard anyone mention, if you have cats, dogs, whatever. But if you have dogs, I don't know if any of you have ever went through a McDonald's drive-thru with your dog, or through Starbucks, or one of Dunkin' Donuts, or whatever it is. I can't afford them anymore. But anyway, they always, you get your doggy, a little pup cup or something like that. Well, I thought, usually all that's in the pup cup, like with McDonald's, you can either pick a little bit of ice cream or just whipped cream. And then through the other coffee places, it's just like whipped cream. So I thought, you know what? Uh, Liam is not the type of dog when he gets in a car, and he's getting a little better with the riding. He's getting a little less crazy. Um, he's not the type to want to eat anything in the car. When we went to the drive-through to pick up our medication, they went, oh, and they put a little biscuit in the drawer. They always give out little treats if you have a pet in your vehicle. And he won't even take it from me. He refuses it. He don't want to eat it. He waits till he gets home, and then he'll munch on it. Well, the biscuit they gave him, he doesn't like. It's one of those, it's a dog biscuit. I don't know if it was like Kennel Ration put him out or Milk Bone. It was like a Milk Bone biscuit for his size. And he's been carrying it around and burying it around here for a week. I don't even know where it is now. But he doesn't like them, but he keeps toting them around. So anyhow, I'd like to give him a treat every once in a while, and I'm sure not going to go through a drive-through to get him a pup cup. So when we went grocery shopping the other day, I bought a small container of whipped cream, spray whipped cream, and I call it his little pup cup. And you mentioned pup cup now, and he kind of like, okay. And so he gets a little squirt of whipped cream in a little pup cup, and he really enjoys that. Also, the other day I was cleaning out my refrigerator, and I had a couple small apples. They were starting to go soft, and I just wasn't going to use them. I'd had them a little too long. They were still good, but and I was pulling the bag out. There were a couple of them in there to throw them out or to give them to the birds or something. And one dropped and hit the floor, and before we knew it, he picked it up, had it in his mouth like a ball. And I said, well, it won't hurt him. He likes fruit and vegetables. He really does. So he toted that around for a while. And the other night, my daughter was in here. We were watching something on TV, and he went in and brought that apple in here, and he munched on the apple. He just bit into it and started munching away while we're watching TV. So he's a lunatic. I almost tripped over it this morning when I got up, so I had to throw it out because he just left it set on the floor after he was done gnawing on it. So I just thought I would come on real quick and give you a rundown of a few things. Nothing, really major going on. It's cold outside. I had the heat off for 2 or 3 days, and now I got to have it on for 2 or 3 days. I'm trying to cut back on my gas bill because I just can't afford it. Last month it was $144. I cannot afford it. It's just getting too high for me. So we just try to dress a little warmer and bundle up and turn the heat down. We keep a sweater on the pup so he stays warm. So it is what it is, but it's kind of gloomy out. It's gray. It's probably I think it's about between 38 and 40 degrees, so it's not too bad. So, well, I hope you all had a good weekend. If any of you have to go back to work on Monday, sorry, but at least you have a job. So, don't work too hard. Be careful when you go, and be careful coming home. So, anyhow, once again, it is Cottage by the Sea. I hope it turns out, as good as the picture is. Sometimes with diamond art, you never know. But it's going to be enjoyable. I do like lighthouses, and I like the old house. So, y'all have a good Sunday. Hope the beginning of your week is pleasant. And I'll get back with you, maybe Monday evening, so you can see if I've progressed any further. I had to put like 18 cover things on here because the thing was huge. Not as big as the one that I have with the black cat. That one think I'm saving till the last, because that thing is a monster. I thought my Christmas one from Diamond Art was huge, but that black cat one is a good one. Well, so is that reading tree by Randall Spangler, because I still have a few of those. So anyway, hugs to you all. I hope you have a good evening, and I will chat back at you in another day or two. Hugs. Love y'all. DP Crazy Lady. I'm out.